Welcome mates, I'm Bloodthirsty Lord, but you can call me Lordy, and tell me back on Paragon once again, and today we're going to talk about more changes that did occur in patch 0.28 or version 0.28 of Paragon, and these do consider diving towers, objective changes like respawning all inhibitors, tower, inhibs, and core changes as well, and so much more. And before we get into this video, you might want to watch another video on my channel. The link will be on screen now, or the image will be there on screen right now. Just click that and we'll take you back to the previous video where we talk about all the jungle updates in 0.28 and also something about the prime orb, which also does infect inhibitors as well, which will give you some type of knowledge before we go into this one, because we do cross over it quite a bit. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. One of the major updates within this actual patch is they've added the ability to place to tank towers, and this is very unique in every MOBA, and then we're going to describe why they've actually done this. But let's go firstly into the tower changes. Added 65 physical and energy armor to tier 1 towers, reduced tier 2 towers health from 3500 to 2500, added 65 physical and energy armor to tier 2 towers, increased tier 1 payout from 200 CP to 500 CP, increased tier 2 payout from 370 CP to 650 CP, reduced tier 1 team wipe payout from 200 to 100 CP, reduced tier 2 team wipe payout from 375 to 100 CP. Players last hitting towers result in amber to flying to the killer. Flat and stacking tower damage debuffed from 50% per hit, max stack of 1 to 25% max stack of 2. So what is actually happening with the towers now? So the towers have decreased health in all stages, but they also give you increased CP if you destroy it, but they do have extra physical armor and energy armor, which is obviously going to make it more resistant to your shots or your damage output from every type of character that you're going to play, but the health is decreased, which makes it easier to push. Once your energy damage or physical damage is larger or greater than the actual energy armor or physical armor that towers have. Also, the player that does destroy the actual tower, all the amber will go straight towards them instead of actually spreading out all around the tower's explosion radius, and then you have to go pick them up. And now let's move on to inhibitors. They reduced inhibitors health from 4,000 to 3,150. They've also reduced inhibitors health regen from 6.4 to 5.25, and they've also added physical armor and energy armor to inhibitors, and that is 65 each. So pushing inhibitors won't be the best choice early game, obviously, until you reach your actual items and get more energy damage or physical damage, then you'll be able to push them quite easily. And let's move on to the core change. They reduced the core's health from 8,000 to 6,300. And this all makes sense. All these changes about objectives that we're going to talk about right now have all made sense due to the fact they're trying to make the games shorter compared to last patch, due to the fact that the games were too long. And with these changes, they've made the early game pretty much harder to push, but they've also made it easier to push in mid-game stages due to the fact that your damage output will be larger than or greater than the physical armor or energy armor on inhibitors and towers. And also the other changes that objectives' healths have been decreased as well, which is a great benefit to the mid-game stages. Once you surpass the event of the physical and energy armor, you'll be able to destroy these little objectives quite easily. But still expect some players to do like a 5-1 lane type of thing, where they just push all one lane and they go for the tower into the inhibitors and core. It's still going to happen, but obviously it's not going to be as rewarding compared to the other patches when you can do it in like 5 minutes, when you had like 100 CXP and all this bonus goodies, but now you don't, obviously. So they're at a massive disadvantage if they decide to push as much as they want, because once they try to do that, they're going to take some time compared to what was before. And I bet you guys are thinking about, I did mention at the very start of this video that we can dive towers, and why could we? And I'm going to explain it right now, because we have to give you all the other facts before going to this, because they also do affect the outcome of how much damage you get affected by while trying to dive a tower or objective. Heroes now receive damage resistance versus structures, towers, inhibitors, and the core when buying any kind of armor. This calculation uses the sum of the hero's armor. Values under 170 total armor results in less than 6%, 200 provides 10%, 290 provides 20%, 300 provides 22.5%, 350 provides 30%, 440 provides 40%, and values over 450 rapidly diminish to 45%. And what does this actually mean, Mr. Lordy? Can you please explain it? Yes, I will, but I think we need someone else to do it instead, and that is Lordy Holmes.
That's me, yeah. So without further ado, let's get into our calculations. So the hero armor is the physical armor plus the energy armor put together. Once you reach a certain total armor, you also receive damage resistance against structures. So if my calculations are correct, 200 provides 10%, then 290 provides 20%, and if you get 245, that also provides 15%.
Hey, Lordy Holmes, I think you're scaring them off, man. It's time to go, man. Time to go. Shove off. Shove off.
Okay, Mr. Lordy.
And there you go, Lordy Holmes, man. He just never comes out. And this is surprising that he actually came out today. And he came out to this video. And he helped us with some calculations for the actual armor resistance or damage resistance that you gain while going against structures. So that was pretty useful. So good on him. So let's move on and let's do like a slight recap over everything. Due to all the objective changes to towers, inhibitors, and the core, you're able to dive towers quite easily if you build hero armor, which is physical armor plus energy armor, as we said before. And this will help quite a lot, especially if you're playing a hero like Rampage, which is very strong at this very moment due to the fact that he can dive towers so easily. And also once he's activated his ultimate, he gets increased health regen, also while taking damage from the towers, and also taking less damage due to the fact that he's building armor most likely on the actual character. So mates, if you enjoy this video, show your support, especially with that like button. Let's try to get 40 likes on this video, and if you guys want to see more Paragon gaming content on my channel, all you have to do is share this with your friends and hit the subscribe button to become a mate today. And that is all for this video. Oh, time to go, but don't you worry, we're back very soon. Thanks out, boys, because you ain't seen nothing yet.
Mr. Lordy, it was my time to shine.
Mate, you were just shining too much, man. Now you have to go back into the attic and just relax there for a couple of days, weeks, months. I don't know, man. And whatever you do there, just keep doing it, man. Just don't come downstairs anymore.
Saying that it feels right.